Hello, welcome back. I am Denise and you're all watching the Yahaya. Of course, it's only one Yahaya, but y'all get the point. So today I would like to do an updated piercing video, some issues that I've been having with my piercings, and to answer some questions that I've received in the comment section. So I'm just gonna start from top to bottom. So we're gonna start with the nose piercings. For us, the side nose piercings, really didn't have any issues with those. Got those done within a week of each other. Healed very quickly. I wasn't supposed to change them out to a couple of months, but I changed out the rings fairly quickly. Didn't have any issues with pain. However, sometimes I do notice that this one, if I leave them out for too long, will close slightly quicker than the other one on the right side. I'm not really sure why that is, but hey. The septum piercing, the only thing that I come into contact with is when you take it out, it's a little bit of a pain to find the hole. You're literally like digging in your nose, like is the term, digging, okay? That's the only issue that I really had. It was kind of sore at first and it itched so bad. Y'all would make fun of me because I was just like, because I didn't want to scratch it and I was just trying to make it stop itching. The most questions that I do get about is about my Ashley piercing, and the only issues that I sometimes have with that is that I bite down on it when I'm eating. It kind of rubs up against my gum, but I went to the dentist like 2 weeks ago. They didn't advise me to take it out or anything like that. So as far as making out, it doesn't really, you know, affect that. I don't have any issues with the ball falling out. Actually, I had a problem with taking it out. It was so tight one time. But just get a good ball, get you some backups, and make sure that if that's something that you want to do, it is a little bit high maintenance. I haven't found a retainer yet, so when I go to job interviews and stuff like that, I do have to find a way to improvise. I'll sometimes just flip it out and the back part is on the front, and then I'll just put real lipstick on it, of course, and just make sure I clean it really good when I switch it back over. As far as healing time, it didn't really take that long. I would say a month, if that long. The pain when I got it done, it was like a pinch. Literally, like a paper cut may have hurt worse than getting this piercing. So that's pretty much it with that one that I can think of, the questions that I've had. As far as being able to see a hole in your lip, I think you can see it if you know it's there, if that makes sense. So I haven't really taken it out and leaving it out for long, because if you can't have it in and keep it in at all times, this is not a piercing for you. I kept it in, leave it out for less than 30 minutes. I literally have to re-pierce it myself. And one thing that I did find that I had an issue with is getting a ring that was too small. I literally could almost have to rip my lip off, because I guess my lip is fat, and I had to maneuver. I had to get y'all to help me get my piercing out. So just make sure you do that, just to kind of check and make sure that the gauge is long enough for your lip and how thick it is and everything like that. So I think that's it as far as that one is concerned. And my nipples, I've got my nipples. I had my nipples since before I got to Houston. I've had these for about 4 years, and sometimes I feel like the left one still isn't healed. I do run into issues. I think it's just because your clothes rub it up against, it's always some type of friction, as it's something being in your ear or your face. You know, it's not that bad unless you're sleeping, but I don't think anyone really sleeps that bad, you know. The issues that I've had when I first got my nipples pierced, it was really sore, hurt like a bitch, because you literally have to watch them pierce one, then walk around the table and pierce the next one. I mean, of course, they really don't serve a purpose, but do any piercings, but I think they look cute. So until I get ready to have a baby, then I'm probably gonna leave them in. Let me see if there's any other issues. I did notice there was some swelling. Sometimes it will scab. You will notice pus. You have to make sure you always keep it clean. Don't let anybody touch you during the healing process, or definitely the beginning stages of the healing process. And quite honestly, you really shouldn't touch it a lot yourself. And I know that sounds crazy, like how do I shower? But I found that using a salt and like bottled water, not faucet water, filter water, and a sea salt rinse, and you just let it, you know, use warming up a little bit and soak your nipples in there, and that definitely helps a lot. Using coconut oil, that's what I've used on my lip piercing and my nipple piercing. When I noticed like they start to get a little bit inflamed, do the sea salt wash. Make sure you clean it really good. Don't use any body washes that have fragrance. Stick to the Dove, the Ivory, the Dial, the Dial soap. You know, the ones that's supposed to be fragrance free, 100% pure, or whatever. But I think that's it as far as the piercing is concerned. Actually, I thought I fell over. Rings. Oh my gosh. The first time I tried to switch out my nipple rings, I only got one done. Let's just say how difficult that is. Literally, it made me nauseous. But I'm a little bit squeamish, and I know that's weird considering I have tattoos and piercings. But yeah, it is a little rough changing your piercings out, and so you may want to get someone to help you with those, a way to it completely heals and you can see the hole clearly, because I didn't want to let it close up, so I had to do what I had to do to get my new one in there. That is what I would advise. And also get something that's not like a color, something that's real, like stainless steel or something like that. Nothing that's gonna tarnish, because you don't want to get an infection on your nipple. And that goes to saying with all of them, but I think with the nose and things like that, they're easier to switch out as opposed to your nipples. You don't want your boobs to fall off, or your men, if you don't want your, is it man boobs to fall off, whatever. So as far as my last piercing that it was my last piercing, actually my first piercing, my belly button, but that's the last piercing down to my body. I'm not getting any more, although I have thought about getting a dermal. If anybody has a dermal, let me know what you think about that, and if you would do it again. So my belly button, it was pretty quick and simple, to the point I've had it since I was 17. So it hasn't closed. I don't even keep a hole in it most of the time, but sometimes if I want to be cute, you know, have a little topless shirt on or something like that, I will throw a ring in there. But that one's really easy. I know they always give you these recommendations about what you should buy, but of course they have to sell you piercings, sell you products. So I always try to go the natural route, good sea salt, you know, good cleansers and stuff like that. So it's definitely up to you. I've used the same things all the time. Nothing has fell off on me as of yet, so I think you'll be okay. But if you definitely have any questions, comments, let me know down below. And any idea for videos, definitely let me know that as well, and I'll try to update that. But I think that's all I have as far as my piercings are concerned. And so yeah, until next time, I love you guys and see you soon.